In this video tutorial, we're going to talk about how to push a website out to your students' computers. This will open up their web browser and send them to the exact web page that you want them to go to. So it's probably the fastest way to get the kids on a website that you want them to be on. Of course, you can post websites in My Big Campus, and there are some advantages to doing that, mainly that the student can return and follow that link later on outside of your classroom. However, we all know how long it can take sometimes to log the students into My Big Campus, have them go to your class page, have them click on a link. It's several steps, and it may take a while, especially if our internet speeds are running slowly for a particular reason. So this would be the fastest way to get students on a particular web page. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this remote command feature up here. It looks a little scary because it's got this C prompt on it, but it really has some very nice features. We can launch applications, which is what we're going to do. We're going to set a parameter on it. We can also shut down the students' computers, either individually or all of them at once. Same thing with rebooting. If we need to reboot a student's computer, we can just select that student and do that for them. And we can close applications as well. So if a student's on something, you could very easily click their name, go here, close that application, and take care of that very quickly. So we're going to use the launch application feature, but first we want to go get the address, the URL of the website that we want the students to go to. So I'm going to minimize my classroom management software, and I have it up here in this toolbar. And let me close this. And now I'm going to go to my web browser, and I'm going to pick a site that I want them to go to. Okay, so I'm going to use BrainPop as an example. Now, we wouldn't want to send the students to watch a BrainPop video individually. We've talked about this before, but we don't want an entire classroom of students all streaming the exact same video. Even if it's not at the exact same time, that's a lot of video streaming that ties up our bandwidth and slows everything down for everyone. So you'd want to show the movie to the entire class on your projector or through screen broadcasting so that it's only being streamed one time. But on BrainPop, you have lots of other options. You have quizzes, you have activities, and maybe you want students to do some of these things in association with a video that you just showed them in class. So we just watched this video on amphibians in class, and now I want the students to go do the quiz and one of the activities. So I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to highlight this URL. And if I right click, I can copy. Control C is a shortcut for copying that address as well. Now I'm going to minimize my browser and go back to my classroom management. When I have this toolbar, I can click the first button to get back to the full view. I want to make sure that none of the students are selected or all of them are selected if I want to send this out to everyone. So I'm going to click on this and then launch application. We want to launch Internet Explorer. You could add new things to this list if you want to add Google Chrome or Firefox. You just have to find the file that launches that program. But I'm just going to use Internet Explorer for now, and I'm going to come down here and set this parameter. Now I did a different one earlier, so I'm going to delete that one and get this box empty again. It'll be empty the first time you come here. And then I'm going to paste that address that I copied into that box where it says parameter. So it's going to launch Internet Explorer and send them to this website. And then we're going to click on the Launch Remotely button. Now the one thing I don't like is that it looks like nothing happened when I did that. And so you're going to have the urge to click it again, but just be patient because it takes a minute. But if you're watching the student screen over here in the background, you can see that that BrainPop page has come up on this student's machine. So don't keep clicking Launch Remotely, or you will end up opening 4 or 5 Internet Explorer windows. So I'm going to go ahead and close this now, and I'm going to take a closer look at this student's screen so that we can see what they see. And actually I'm going to stop controlling the teacher machine. I'm going to come over here and be the student now. When the student clicks on play, they will have to still log in. So you'll have to give them that username and password if they don't already know it. but now they are on this exact video that you want them to do the activity and the quiz for. So that's a great way to have the student get directly to the page you want them to go. To get out of this, we're just going to use the red X to get out of monitoring that student, and we're back on our screen. I can also go here and close that application. This is the information that it's going to pop up on the student's screen, and I can change this if I want it to happen a little faster. And I'm going to say OK. And we're waiting. Down here on the teacher or the student machine, it just popped up a notice that we were closing out applications, that the teacher was about to close their applications, and now you can see that those are closed. I believe it will close all applications that are open on the student's machine when you choose that option. If you have any questions about how to use the remote command features on the classroom management software, please post them in the Using the DAC Tech discussion on My Big Campus or send me an email.